Many police officers, in their desire for power and authority, often go overboard in their activities. Today, we're talking about cops who faced people they treated like criminals. Let's go to the video. A female cop stopped a man in the middle of the night because she noticed he only had one license plate on the back of his car. The man explained that he was from Louisiana, where it's perfectly fine to just have one plate on the back. Despite this, the cop insisted he should have two since he was driving in Texas. This didn't make much sense because, well, people from Louisiana can drive their cars in Texas without having to change anything about them, right? However, the cop was persistent and asked the man for his driver's license. The man tried to explain that he shouldn't have to show his ID because he hadn't broken any laws, but the cop seemed to think that because he was driving through Texas with only one plate, he needed to provide his information, as if he was some part of mandatory co-marriage rate of regulations. The man patiently repeated that he was from Louisiana, trying to make it clear that having one license plate wasn't a crime in his home state and shouldn't be seen as one anywhere else. The logic seemed off to him. By her reasoning, anyone driving out of Louisiana should be stopped and treated like a major criminal just for following their own state's laws. The female cop, not understanding, then demanded to know how long he had been in Texas, as though it had any relevance to the license plate issue. When she realized she wasn't getting anywhere on her own, she called for her sergeant to join her.
Right now, but the reason why I put you over, sir, is because you have only one license plate in the back. It's two.
This is Louisiana plates, and Louisiana only requires one plate.
Okay, well, Texas, it's two plates.
I don't care what Texas says. Louisiana says one plate. What do I need to give you my driver's license for? What law have I committed?
Traffic stop.
It is a traffic stop, yes, but what law did I violate?
Okay, because I'm telling you that.
Okay, but I'm telling you, Louisiana only has one plate.
I don't know.
I don't have to ID. I don't have to ID you. I am not breaking no law. I'm not breaking no law. You're going to understand this right off the bat. I ain't breaking no law. If you can tell what law I've broken, then I'll ID. Louisiana only requires one plate, people. I'm not breaking the law. No.
Alamo still acting a fool.
Yeah, acting a fool. Here we go. Louisiana only requires one plate. I have not committed no crime whatsoever. I was under the speed limit. She admitted that it was for the plate, but Louisiana only requires one plate. I don't care what Texas says. Did you hear me? I told her I don't care what Texas says.
You'll must notice I don't think it's the plate. I think it's the donut that I have sitting right there.
Oh, that's right. I had a feeling she was going to grab your donut and take off running. I don't care what Texas law is. Louisiana says I only have to run one plate. Louisiana only gives you one plate. I gotta turn the AC on this one. She already made me mad.
And of course, like a little coward, she had to call for backup.
Is that your sergeant that you just called?
Yes, sir, it is.
All right, congratulations.
Okay. So the reason why I pulled you over, like I said, I didn't know how long you've been in Texas.
It doesn't, yeah, well, I'm telling you.
When the sergeant showed up, he probably thought it was his chance to flex his authority. What he didn't expect was that the man he was about to confront knew the law inside and out and wasn't going to be easily intimidated. The sergeant approached and immediately started shining a flashlight right into the man's eyes. Sure, he was trying to show he was in charge, but there was really no need to go overboard and make the man uncomfortable just to prove a point, right? The sergeant then suggested he wanted to search the man's car. However, when the man raised his voice to protest, the sergeant quickly backed down from the plan. Instead, he jumped to defend the female cop, claiming she hadn't known the man was from Louisiana when she first spotted his car. But the thing was, as soon as she saw the Louisiana license plate on the back, she should have realized her mistake and not stopped him at all. With a bit of an attitude, the sergeant told the man he should listen to him, but the man was having none of it. He firmly explained that he didn't need to listen because he hadn't done anything wrong and hadn't broken any laws. The sergeant tried to say he just wanted to clear up the situation, even though there really wasn't much to clear up at this point. Realizing the man was not someone who would be easily fooled, the sergeant decided it was better to just leave the scene. But as he was walking away, the man delivered one last zinger by asking for his name and badge number. The sergeant, failing to handle the situation properly, ignored the request and kept walking, eager to get away as quickly as possible.
Here's the thing. No, I'm gonna look inside the car.
No, you're gonna give
So
me
here's the
my
thing.
Yeah, you're going to turn on the light.
Daniel.
Get the light out of my
Daniel,
eyes. Get
real
the light
quick,
out of my eyes.
You listen to me?
Are you going to listen to me?
No. So here's the thing.
No, there is no here's the deal.
So the officer didn't see the plate. Okay. So she didn't see
She's
the
right
front
behind me.
plate.
She's seen that plate.
Listen to what I'm telling you. Don't argue with me.
I can argue. I can speak when I want.
Daniel, don't argue with me, Daniel.
I can argue with you if I would
the
like.
thing is, okay, when she saw the front light that you're missing a front license plate, okay, she didn't know if it was a Texas until she got behind you.
Okay, but once she got behind me, she should have not even pulled me over. She had plenty of time to see that it was a
Listen
Louisiana
to what
plate.
I'm telling you.
I don't have to listen to you. I am doing nothing wrong. Y'all could be
No,
dismissed.
I'm trying to explain it to you.
Okay, but she saw the plate.
That's exactly what I'm trying to
You
explain
can stutter
to
all
you.
you want. She saw the plate.
That's exactly what I'm trying to
Then
explain
she
to
should have
you,
released me. She should have
That's
released
exactly
me.
what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
Then why are you?
Then why did you even come? Why didn't she dismiss
Because
me?
I'm trying to explain it to you.
Okay.
You already explained
Okay.
it. Bye bye.
Get that light out of my
Okay, all
fucking
right.
face.
Go ahead, take off.
Thank you. Have a great
off.
night.
All right,
Y'all
go
are
ahead.
dismissed. What's your name and badge number?
Go ahead, get out of here.
What's your name and badge number?
A cop pulled a man over on a quiet side of the road and immediately questioned why he hadn't stopped sooner when signaled a few miles back. The man tried to explain that he hadn't noticed the cop trying to pull him over initially because he was focused on the road ahead. Once he realized what was happening, he couldn't safely stop right away without the risk of safety of the other drivers or himself. So he continued until he found a safe spot to pull over onto a cobblestone area. Did the cop appreciate that the man was being considerate of road safety? Not at all. Instead, the cop seemed pleased to have a reason to hold a grudge against him. Even though the man suggested he could step out of the car to talk, the cop instructed him to firmly stay inside. It seemed like the cop was just looking for a chance to flex his authority, no matter how trivial the orders were. By telling the man to stay put and watching him comply, the cop's ego was evidently boosted. Next, the cop told the man not to move and to keep both hands on the steering wheel, treating him as if he was a major criminal. Surprisingly, the cop even drew his gun, escalating the situation unnecessarily. He then accused the man of possibly having a warrant out for his arrest because he had run from the police, completely disregarding the man's earlier explanation. Ignoring the man's words as if they meant nothing, the cop decided he would search both the man and his vehicle. This was all done without a search warrant or any legal justification for such actions.
Saw the vehicle. Okay.
Okay.
You're rolling, man. I let you way back.
What do you mean why am I rolling? I didn't see you till I was right here on this street, and I kept going because there's no place to pull over. I pulled over when it got open.
I let you way back there.
Where? Where at?
At the beginning of Moon Lane.
At the beginning of Moon Lane. Yeah, that's what I just said. Whenever I turned off, I saw you.
Let me get your license, man.
Okay, well, I'm gonna hop out.
No, stay in the vehicle.
Okay. You have no reason to come up here and just open my door like that, for sure.
Okay. Insurance.
This guy pulled his gun on me and everything.
Okay.
Crazy.
Put both hands on the wheel, please.
Okay.
Both of them on the wheel. All right, remain there. Do not move, okay? We'll take out the vehicle.
Sounds good. You can shut my door. Will you shut this door?
Yeah, man, hop out.
What are you doing?
Hop out.
For what?
Hop out.
What's the reason?
Hop out, man.
What's the reason? Can you tell me what the reason is?
Fuck.
You come up here and you pull your gun on me and then you rip my door open for no reason.
Step out of the vehicle.
What's your reason for pulling my door open?
Please step.
What's the reason for pulling the door open?
It's an older truck, man.
So you just rip my door open because it's an older truck?
And you're rolling. People who roll have warrants.
I haven't rolled
They
anything.
have pot all over their pants.
I don't have
Smells
any.
like marijuana in your vehicle.
This
Hop
is
out.
sawdust. Okay, sounds good.
Put your hands up on the vehicle.
For what?
Hands up on the vehicle, please. I'm just going to frisk
You're
you.
not gonna frisk. What am I under
Put your
arrest
hands
for?
up on the
What am I
vehicle.
under arrest for?
I'm frisking you for weapons, Bubba.
Okay.
I'm not putting your handcuffs.
I don't have no weapons.
Spread your legs, please.
You're gonna touch all up on me whenever. Yeah, that's gay as hell. Look at this boy. Look at this boy. He's getting all up on it.
All right, stand back here, man.
So what's the reason for the search? What's the probable cause?
For your mud flats, man, being too short.
Then the cop started really getting into giving orders and suddenly told the man to get out of the car, even though just minutes before he had instructed him to stay put. It made one wonder why he had stopped the man in the first place. The cop claimed it was because the man's fog lights were not set right. Even if that was the case, was it really so severe that it justified chasing the man for miles and pointing a gun at his head? Just imagine how terrified the man must have felt. It seemed like the cop eventually realized he might have taken things a bit too far, so he tried to reset the situation by telling the man they should start over. However, it was a bit late for second thoughts. Now that the man knew why he was initially pulled over, his confusion grew when the cop forcibly opened his car door, this time claiming it was because he had smelled marijuana. So what was the real reason for the stop? The fog lights or the marijuana? As the situation escalated, the cop then claimed he saw marijuana smoke coming out of the man's window. This claim sounded pretty far-fetched, and it highlighted a bigger issue. It's crucial that cops remember they need solid reasons to stop someone. They can't just make up things as they go along, expecting their explanations to hold up without question. In a situation like this, if the fog lights were genuinely the issue, the man should have just received a ticket and that would have been the end of it. All this drama over something so minor seems completely over the top. Do you think this cop was being unreasonable?
You ripped my door open and frisked all up and opened my truck up for my mud flaps for being too short, is what you're saying. Is that what you're saying? Yes or no?
You have warrants.
Is that what you're saying? Yes or no?
Fuck.
Yes or no?
2729 Texas deal.
What's your name and badge number?
Robertson 8848.
Robertson, what'd you say, 48?
55 5164 55 5164. In the blind?
You said 48?
Yes, sir.
So you pulled me over. What was the reason for the stop?
For your mud flaps.
So my mud flaps were too short. We go down Moon Lane. There's barely enough room for 2 cars to pass by. So I come up here to where it clears up. I pull over, and then you come over here and rip my door open, and then start accusing me of what? Saying I have plot all over me, which is sawdust from working because I've been cutting all day. You feel all up on me.
There's also plot on your edge of your seat, man.
There's plot on the edge of my seat.
Come here. You can now go back in the car.
I want to see all this. Yeah, for sure. But again, you rolled up on me and ripped my door open because my mud flaps were too short?
Yes, sir.
So that's normal procedure for you to just run up and rip doors open because the mud flaps are too short?
You have a car rolling, man.
I wasn't rolling. I got to a place where I could pull over so that people weren't stuck getting in and out.
There were people who roll have drugs.
I wasn't rolling doing anything. I was sitting there calmly cruising.
They're not too any good, man.
Let's keep watching.
So I'm automatically bad because I didn't want to block the drive.
10-4. All right, Mr. Schultz. Let's start over.
No, we're not starting over. You came up on me, ripped my door open, and pulled your gun on me.
Just tell me a unit. I'm going to PC search once other gives gets here.
What's your probable cause?
Odor of marijuana, partner.
So you ripped the door open, and there was odor before or after you ripped the door open? Because you ran up on me with your gun drawn and ripped the door open. Is what you did, yes or no? Yes.
It's all been recorded. If you want to copy.
You didn't start your body cam until after you ripped your door open. I watched you. You started it right when I handed you my license. Right. Yes or no? Yes or no? So what are we here for now?
I'm going to be on probable cause search.
For what was your probable cause? Because my mud flaps were too short?
Odor of marijuana.
But there was no odor until after you ripped my door open or before?
It doesn't matter. You were rolling the window down anyway.
I didn't roll this window down. Not at all. I rolled that side down. See how it's down? This window's not up. He ran over here and ripped this door open and had his gun drawn on me.
Absolutely.
Is what happened.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
So where's your probable cause at? Before or after you ripped the door open?
I opened up the door and it was coming from the car as well.
What car?
This pickup.
So it was coming from, so with the window up, there was odor of marijuana coming out?
Absolutely.
Is that what you're going with?
Absolutely.
Sounds good.
Have you noticed that many cops aren't too fond of people with cameras? Take, for example, these cops who approached a man filming on the sidewalk outside a police station. They walked up to him, demanding to know what he was doing. Although it was clear he was hesitant, he explained that he's an independent journalist capturing footage of police cars as they enter and exit the station for a story he was working on. The cops claimed his activities were suspicious, but that's just their personal opinion, which doesn't really hold much water, right? They asked for his ID. When he refused, they insisted he was acting even more suspiciously. It's odd, though, that these cops seem to forget that the law guarantees anonymity to citizens. They had sworn an oath at the start of their careers to protect the constitutional rights of all citizens, yet here they were, acting as if those laws didn't exist.
Just told you what I'm doing. Photography's not a crime. I'm sat here, I'm waiting to get some pictures of a police car going in and out of the police station to finish off a story that I've been working on. Yeah. So I'm not obliged to give you my details because I haven't broken any laws.
I'm not sure as to why you said you're doing a story. Do you work in the news or something?
No, just independent, just for myself.
Independent? Do you work for a journalist? Or?
No, I'm just working on a story for myself and my channel.
Okay, so you're a blogger. You have a
yeah.
Okay.
And you need to get a picture of the police car. Do you mind not putting that in my face?
Well, it's not in your face, and you came up to me, so.
Yeah, because you're filming a police station.
Well, that's not against the law, though, is it?
No, but it's suspicious, strange behaviour. It is quite suspicious.
No, I don't think it is. And terrorism with the current climate has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
So, terrorism in Waterloo, I don't think so.
I just spoke to my sergeant as well.
Yeah.
Under the Terrorism Act, the climate is severe, and the way you're acting, I will need your details. So please provide
I'm not obliged to give you my details because I haven't broken the law.
Calling equipment if you are filming the police station under the climate severe. Okay.
It is
That's not. No, it's not. That's, you can't seize my equipment.
Anyone watching your videos, you are currently saying you're live streaming.
Yeah.
Will probably agree that under terrorism at the moment, with the risk as it is.
But this is live streaming because if you take my phone, it's not on my phone.
I'm explaining to you. Yeah, I'm explaining to you the reason why I'm speaking to you. And all I am requesting for is your details.
I'm not obliged to. I've not broken no laws.
If you don't give us your details, it gives us grounds to arrest. We
Any
explain
law.
to you the reason we require your details. You can give
In
us
fact, I've actually got written permission to sit here and do this.
Well, why didn't you tell us that? Can you show us, please?
Where's your written permission?
To finish off the end of my vlog.
That's not a public place.
Station. A police station is not a public place.
Well,
Then the accusations escalated dramatically. They accused the man of terrorism. Considering the man was just standing quietly and filming, this claim seemed way over the top. The man was simply exercising his right to film in public, but this cop was convinced he was a potential terrorist and started threatening to arrest him if he didn't prove otherwise. It's absurd because no one's ID states whether they're a terrorist or not. The female cop also displayed her ignorance by claiming the police station was private property. First off, a police station is a state facility accessible to the public. Secondly, the man was on the sidewalk, which is definitely public property. But these cops just kept digging themselves into a deeper hole. The female cop argued they were worried about the safety of all officers at the station, as if the man with a camera posed a real threat.
it's still paid for by the public, isn't it?
It's not a public place though.
Well, where I am is a public place, and I'm allowed to film anything I can see from a public place.
Good thing is, if your actions go beyond that,
Well, my actions aren't going beyond that. I've told you exactly what I'm doing. It's to finish off the end of my social experiment blog that I was making.
you're still filming now, so it's...
I'm filming now for my own protection.
Protection from what?
From you. You're standing there threatening to arrest me under terrorism,
I'm asking for name details.
which I'm not obliged to give you unless I've been arrested for a crime.
I don't feel like we've given you any cause for concern about our behaviour.
Well, he's threatening to arrest me under the Terrorism Act, which you couldn't even quote to me.
It's not threatening
I'm not going to quote every part of the law, but it's not a public place.
Yeah, but if someone wants to stand outside my house in the public and film it, they're allowed to do that by law. There is no law. There's no law. No, there's not.
Right.
No, there's not. That's mine, thank you.
You wait for me a second.
Yeah, sure, yeah, that's fine if you want to get blown.
I'll ask if there's permission from one of the bosses.
I don't need permission to film the police station from a public space.
Said my suspicions about your behaviour. It isn't very strange.
What's suspicious about my behaviour? Do you think I'm a terrorist?
When I approached you to engage in a conversation and you were quite defensive.
I actually didn't want a conversation. If you'd just gone into the police station, I would have left because I got the footage that I wanted.
Yeah, but you can understand that obviously, given the fact that you're sat here filming the police station, it's quite concerning for us.
Why?
It's for officer safety.
What am I going to do? What officer safety?
A video showing the registration plate of police cars in a police.
They're in public all day, every single day. Police cars. There's no privacy in public. That's why there's CCTV cameras, millions of them all around the country. So I don't think your colleague really should stand there and threaten to take away my camera equipment.
He didn't correct.
Yes, he did.
How could armed cops, safe inside a building surrounded by their armed colleagues, feel threatened by a man with a camera? She continued to insist he was a danger to them, but that was just her opinion, which really doesn't count for much. Cops should focus on enforcing the law, not their personal feelings. That's why they're called law enforcement officers after all. The man, tired of the nonsense, wanted to leave because he didn't want to waste more time on cops like these. But the female cop advised against him leaving. What did she think would happen if he left? It seemed like these cops knew little about their actual jobs and were more about intimidation, hoping someone would be scared enough to comply.
Yes, he did. It's on camera. I haven't broken the law.
Calling equipment if you are filming the police station.
This is a threat. You're trying to scare me into, I don't want my phone to be taken. In order for me to give up my details that I'm not obliged to give you.
I believe that we wouldn't be able to seize your phone. Why would you be recording live to a cloud so that when your phone is taken,
When my phone's taken. Is that what you're saying? When my phone, that's why I'm recording to the cloud and not onto my phone.
You said that you record so that if somebody takes your phone, that the videos aren't there.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So I've still got my evidence, because I can't get your evidence off of your camera. But your colleague was trying to intimidate me into giving up my details with the threat of arrest under the Terrorism Act and trying to intimidate me
Their details is a necessity that we can use for arrest.
by making me think he's going to take away my camera
He
equipment.
didn't say that it was a threat that he was going to arrest you at all.
So these are
I'm not obliged to give you my details because am I being detained? Am I being detained? Okay.
I mean, if you do leave, obviously we do have powers.
Are you going to use those powers if I leave then? Because you just said I'm not being detained, so I'm free to go.
You're not being detained.
So I'm free to go.
And by all means, if you do leave, it does mean that we would be able to use powers to arrest you on the grounds of suspicion of an offence.
Are you detaining me here?
I'm not detaining you.
Right, so am I free to leave?
I would suggest you didn't leave.
Am I free to leave?
I would suggest you didn't leave.
Why?
I would suggest that you didn't leave.
Why?
I answered your question. What you do next is up to you.
Well, I know what's next is up to me. But you just said I'm not being detained, so therefore I'm free to leave. Because I've broken no laws. So are you going to arrest me if I leave?
I can't say whether that's going to happen or not. I've asked you to wait until my colleague comes back from speaking to my sergeant. It's obviously the next move is yours. I've asked you to wait.
Okay, I don't want to wait. I'm going to leave and I'm going to go home. Okay?
This time, these cops got all worked up when they saw a man filming in front of the police station. They approached him to ask if he had any particular reason for filming everything. He had a straightforward answer. He was filming because he could. That was his right. When he asked one of the cops for his name and badge number, the cop blundered by saying on camera that he didn't have a name. It seems like he forgot that his job policy requires him to identify himself whenever someone asks while he's in uniform. Instead of providing his details, the cop just ignored the man's request, starting to threaten him with arrest if he didn't leave his territory. However, the problem with that threat was that the land wasn't the cop's property at all. It was state property, open to the public.
How you doing?
Hey, all right.
Good. Is there a reason you're out here videotaping everybody?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Do you have any business here?
Well, I have my own personal business.
Okay. Well, you're standing on county property.
Which is public property.
Yes. But do you have a reason to be out here videotaping everybody?
I have my own personal reason. What's your name? Do you have a name?
Nope.
You don't have a name? You don't have a personnel number?
Nope.
Even though you're working for the county or city and you don't have a personnel number?
Yes. So can I ask you why you're on county property videotaping the officers coming out?
So you're not going to tell me your name or personnel number, but you're going to ask me questions.
Okay. I'm going to advise you to step off county property.
So is there a law that says I have to leave public property?
Yes, there does. If I tell you to get off the county property, then you have to leave.
But this
you're standing out here videotaping.
But this is a public sidewalk.
No, it's not. You're on county property. This is the detention facility's property, sir.
So
when you step into that road and you go right over there, that's city property.
So where is the end of public property and the beginning of county property?
You're standing on county property right now, sir.
All right. Will you advise me where I need to go, and I will stand there?
Anything off of this property, you can go stand right over there.
I will do that.
Very well.
Can I get your name and badge number?
If you come back on county property, you'll be arrested for second-degree trespassing, sir.
Okay. Can I get your name and badge number?
No, sir. You can get off my property.
You can tell me your name and badge number.
No, you can get off my property. You'll go to jail, sir.
You can tell me your name and badge number because you have a policy, which is give your name and badge number when requested by a citizen. That's all I'm asking, and I'll
You can
leave.
contact the major of the detention facility. Get off.
No, I would like to know your name. I'm telling you I will leave. I just want your name and badge number.
You will walk off my property, sir.
You will tell me your name and badge number.
I'm asking you very nice to get off my county property. Okay?
Does anybody want to give me his name and badge number?
Says Lieutenant. You're still on county property, sir. That way.
Yep.
cop also claimed he was asking the man nicely to leave, but honestly had no right to ask someone to leave the public property. Nobody has that kind of authority. The situation escalated when the cop started threatening the man with arrest for trespassing, which was ridiculous because he can't be arrested for trespassing on public property. Despite these threats, the man stood his ground, insisting that the cop had to identify himself. So he decided to just call the police on him. But the cop wasn't used to someone who wouldn't just let his behavior slide like this.
Have a good day.
You want to give me your name and badge number, or I have to call the police?
Go ahead and call the police, sir.
All right, I'm going to do that.
Just to speak to me, sir?
Yeah, I appreciate you responding. I just needed a officer's name and badge number. He refused to give it to me.
Where is he now?
He's right in there.
He works in there?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a different agency.
Okay, how do I...
Asheville PD, that's Buncombe County Sheriff's Department.
I told them, I told the dispatcher that it was at the detention facility.
Well, the problem is we handle calls outside the jail because the jail's right in the middle of downtown Asheville. So if somebody needs to see an officer that's like outside the jail, they'll send one of us. But if it's involving an employee of the jail, then you'll need to talk to a sheriff's department supervisor.
So I should have called the 255 number?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry to bring you guys out. I hate doing that.
I can have a sheriff's supervisor meet you here if that's what you like.
Yeah, that'd be great. How long do you think it'd take?
There should be several in there.
Yeah, that's the problem. He's one of them, and he wouldn't give me his name or badge number.
Okay, I'll get somebody out here.
Thank you. Real quick, could you advise me? I'm just a citizen journalist. Never wanting to cause any harm. I just love police accountability. I love the law. But if I'm requested to leave, oh, that's him right there. If I'm requested to leave this sidewalk over here, that I have to leave.
To be honest with you, I don't know about that sidewalk.
Okay.
Okay. This sidewalk is public property. That sidewalk, I'm not entirely sure.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you at least being honest and telling me you don't know.
Because basically, they handle the jail property and they're responsible for security of that property.
Okay.
So that's not something that we deal with. You know, I can tell you any other sidewalk in downtown Asheville. I can tell you who belongs to it and where and all that.
So this one is just in question.
This one's kind of a
all right. Hopefully the sheriff will be able to answer it for me.
But I'll so that guy right there.
The bald guy, yeah.
Okay, I'll go. We can see that.
Thanks. And if you just want to tell him to give me his name and badge number, and then I'll be gone, or else I'll wait for the sheriff.
Now let's talk about this cop who stirred up trouble because a man was filming a plane. The man pointed out he was on the sidewalk, but the cop said it didn't matter. How could that not matter? Doesn't he know that people have the right to freely record anything they see in public? Immediately, the cop demanded the man's name, but the man made it clear he wasn't going to give it up. So the cop decided to call for backup. The man then asked the cop whom he worked for, and the cop gave a ridiculous answer, claiming he worked for the plane. It sounded like nonsense. The cop also mentioned he didn't like people filming around, as if his personal opinion somehow mattered in this situation. Just because he didn't like something doesn't mean the man should have to give up his rights. Soon, another cop joined the first, and when the man asked for his badge number, the new cop also claimed he didn't have one.
I'm just taking pictures. You think Chris was playing? I'm on a public sidewalk, bro. What matter? What do you mean it don't matter? Can't shoot playing. I'm not supposed to shoot you. Well, then for the big wall, but don't worry about my name. I'm not gonna give it. I ain't gay. Go ahead. I ain't quiet for this. Walking that. I'm on a public easement, bud. I'm in public. Who do you work for? Kirk Renez? Airline Universal? There you go. Awesome. That's perfect. You know you have no authority out here on the public. Yeah. So why don't you take yourself on back into where you have authority, buddy? What do I want though? Me too. Yeah. All right. So you just hanging out with me? Gonna say yeah, that's all. All right, cool. I'm on the sidewalk, bro. I'm in the public. So, to God, I don't know who you are. Can you identify yourself? Left the plane. You work for the plant? Your name is, no, your business. James Sharper? What's your guard card ID? Can I get that, please? Well, you're having an interaction with me. It must be me. Well, you came up to me, buddy. Ask you a question. I said, why are you filming? Because it's cool. It's interesting. Matters. I'm on the sidewalk, though. I'm like you doing. They don't like you doing that inside their property. Hey, drop it. How you doing, bud? Pick up your ass. Tatties. Wait for a grant. Stacks. Can I get your guard card number, please? Sorry? Do you work for Allied Universal?
Then they all just stood there in awkward silence. They didn't talk to the man, but also wouldn't let him go on with his filming. The man asked them what they were waiting for, and it seemed clear the first cop was hoping for more colleagues to arrive and give him a sense of more authority. When a female officer arrived, she too displayed a surprising lack of understanding of the law. She claimed that despite the man being on the sidewalk, there was a sign somewhere that said he wasn't allowed to film. But where was the sign, or any rule like that?
Let's sit up. Can I get your guard card ID, please? I have a guard card ID. What's the serial number? I don't have badge number. We don't have. You don't have badge numbers? Okay. What are we waiting for? But am I detained? You are dead. So what am I? Well, what are we doing here? Let's figure it out. He's hanging around, waiting for the call. The cops are gonna come and they're gonna educate you that I'm on the sidewalk. Okay? All right? Oh. I think that's what I'll do. You just threw thumb wrapper on the ground. Traffic. I think that's like a $75, 100, could be up to anywhere up to $450 ticket, depending on how you do it. Here's my guys. They probably know who I am already. I think that's a good busy inside hanging stones are playing. From right here.
Doesn't matter, it's Homeland Security site. You have a problem that you cops up.
This female cop actually knew the man was Mr. Wolf, as she called him by his name. Cool. If they already knew who he was, what was the point of asking for his ID? The female cop quickly moved on to explain he was doing something the security department didn't like because they didn't allow anyone to record their nearby facility. However, it's kind of funny that they think they could stop people from filming, just like they can't stop Google Earth from snapping pictures of the area, right? Despite knowing better, this female cop kept pressing her point. She probably realized she was in the wrong, but her ego was just too big to admit her mistake. She even threatened to arrest him for obstructing the police, which made absolutely no sense. First off, he didn't have to identify himself since he hadn't committed a crime. Secondly, there was no need to ask for his identity because these cops already knew who he was. And third, obstructing police is considered a secondary offense, and you can't be arrested for it directly. But the accusations didn't stop there. Now they claimed he could be arrested for trespassing, which is downright impossible on public property like a sidewalk. The whole situation was getting more and more absurd, with the cops throwing around threats that didn't align with the law or common sense.
This is a public sidewalk.
Okay.
And the Department of Homeland, I don't need that because I didn't commit a crime. Am I detained?
Am I detaining you? I'm asking you a question.
Yeah, am I detained?
You're out here doing something that Homeland Security does not want people doing. They do not want them filming.
Well,
Right. This is a Homeland Security site.
Are you familiar with the Department of Homeland Memo 2018? It was in 2010. It was 2000. You can look it up. You have a database.
Is it on you?
No, I don't have it all. I don't carry it on me.
Mr. Wolf?
Yeah, you guys know who I am.
Yeah, I know who you are.
Okay. And I'm on a public sidewalk, public utility pole. I'm not on their property. I didn't commit a crime, and I don't need the ID. And you know who I am already, and you can just tell these guys, that I'm okay to be on the sidewalk and filming.
Okay to be filming. You're not okay to be filming.
Okay.
What's your name?
Well, you guys already knew that, right? No, it's not. I wish not to answer any more questions at this time.
Then you can leave.
I can leave, right? So I'm free to stay. I'm free to go.
Free to go.
Free to go.
You're from this area. Well, you're going to be arrested first time.
Okay, as soon as you leave, I'll leave.
No.
You can watch me.
Tell me what to do.
Oh, why not?
Don't tell me to leave.
Right? Body camera. Is it body camera on? Thank you.
Always on.
Thank you.
Okay. You are obstructing right now, and you're obstructing with a Homeland Security site.
I'm just filming from a public sidewalk.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You are not, and the security out here telling you that you are not allowed to do that. The security's out here telling you that you are not allowed to do that. They are not misinformed. You are going to end up on a Homeland Security watch site because you're out here filming when you're being told not to.
I have backup coming over here. This lady is standing way too close to me right now. I'm going to back up.
You told me to leave.
She's approaching me. I'm trying to leave and she's approaching me.
You're not trying to leave. You're trying to make a bigger scene.
I'm trying to leave and you're approaching me. Let me leave. Do I have to go that way or can I go anyway?
Leave. Go.
The trespassing. This is their property. I'm trespassing. Oh, okay. It's a Ryan. You're looking very famous, buddy. You're famous, bro. Make it up. It's good, man. How you doing? Get out of here.
You're off the property.
All right. I'm not on the property, though. I'm on the sidewalk. There. This is theirs. I'm going to look it up. Okay. All right. Have a good day. All right. That's the case. And you guys give me a mighty break today. But I think it's a public sidewalk.
It's not.
It's not? Is there a sniper over here? Yeah, film over there? I can't video the refinery? All right, guys. All right. Glad to see you again, man. Glad you're doing well, bro. Yeah. Yes, sir, man. All right.
It's in this teaching.
This rookie cop, feeling his third night's shift drag on and on, decided to pull over a car in the middle of the night just to ask what the driver was doing. Well, the man was simply driving through the city with his girlfriend at night. Since when was that a crime? To ensure his own safety, the man started recording the encounter on his phone, but the cop couldn't understand why he was being filmed. The man, trying to make sense of the situation, asked the cop why he was armed. The cop replied that it was for his own safety. Ironically, that was the same reason the man gave for filming: his safety. Curious about why he was stopped in the first place, the man pressed the cop for an explanation. Caught off guard, the cop hastily claimed that the man had run a red light, which wasn't true at all. The man asked for proof of this alleged traffic violation, but of course the cop had none to offer. This is the perfect example of why having a dash cam in your car can be so valuable. If the man had a dash cam, he could have easily disproved the cop's baseless claims.
I mean, it's just a simple question.
All right. No, just passing. Do we have to answer that?
Passing through?
Yeah. Passing through, cruising by the city. Just to try to get to the other spot, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Officer, what's your name?
Officer Ponte, what's your name?
My name is Iman. What's your badge number?
My name's Officer Ponte.
What's your badge number?
32564.
Thank you, officer.
Yeah.
All right.
He's gotta get his TikTok views up.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah. He's getting banned though. So.
People be making money off it when they do it right. They make money off it.
Hell yeah!
When they do it right, when they do the marketing right, when they start selling products on the TikTok, getting the views. Sir, after a certain amount of views, you get a certain percentage in money.
Well, I'm not doing it for the money. I'm just doing it for the safety of him and me, and also, you know, holding accountability. You feel me? Anything happens. I'm saying it's for accountability. If anything happens.
Accountability?
Yeah, of course. You have a gun in your waist. You know, you're a police officer.
Yeah, I have a gun to protect myself.
Of course.
Because there's a lot of people out here that have guns that
I don't. And I have a camera. That's why I don't have one. So I have a camera. That's why for my safety, for your safety, you know.
You can have fun with your camera all you want.
That's what I'm saying. Like for my safety, for your safety.
Are you an inspiring cameraman one day?
Well, hopefully, you know. Just like you're a police officer, I will hope to be a police officer. But for now, I got a camera.
You do hope. You hope to be a police officer?
Maybe one day. My friend is a cop, so.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What city?
He's in Cambridge.
Cambridge?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Did my partner tell you the reason for the stop?
He said I blew a stop sign over there.
Red light.
A red light, yeah. I didn't. I didn't.
That's where we're at. That's the probable cause for the stop. All right.
You guys came up from a little alleyway, and that's where I see you guys. So I don't know where I blew that. I don't know where I blew that light from.
And that's where we saw.
You guys didn't. I was already on the road while you guys pulled up right behind me. So
there's an intersection.
You guys were literally pulling up from the alleyway. I literally passed y'all like from here. So what red light? The red light that was right there. So all right then, let me see the red light. If I passed the red light, because a lot of cops, I just got a ticket the other day. They told me I passed the stop sign the other day. But I didn't want to complain. But if you guys said I passed the red light, let me see the red light that I passed, because I didn't pass no.
500 yards that way, ferry it on.
By the firefighters.
You got it.
Do you have it on the dash? I didn't pass it.
The man pointed out to the cop that they had just joined the road well after the traffic light, so he was a bit puzzled how they could have possibly seen him run a red light. This left the cop a bit flustered. Wanting to clear things up, the man asked the cop if he could see the video from his body camera, since cops are supposed to have their body cameras running at all times, which could provide some much needed evidence. However, the cop dismissed this request, claiming he didn't know the man anything. That's typically what someone who lacks evidence might say. You'd agree. When his initial accusation about the red light didn't stick, the cop quickly changed his tune. Now he was claiming the man had his girlfriend smelled like marijuana smoke and must have been smoking. To me, this seems like the cop was just throwing out reasons, hoping one would stick. This kind of situation shows how important it is to keep questioning and not just accept any reason given, especially when it shifts so quickly without any real proof.
An intersection.
You guys were literally pulling up from the alleyway. I literally passed y'all like from here. So what red light? The red light that was right there. So all right then, let me see the red light. If I passed the red light, because a lot of cops, I just got a ticket the other day. They told me I passed the stop sign the other day, but I didn't want to complain. But if you guys said I passed the red light, let me see the red light that I passed, because I didn't pass no.
500 yards that way, ferry it on.
By the firefighter.
You got it.
Do you have it on the dash? I didn't pass it. Do you have it on the dash? How am I gonna pass that? Hold on. How am I gonna pass that? Wait, do you have it on the dash cam?
Don't have dash cams.
But you don't, so it's your guess, his word.
You asked a question, I gave you an answer.
I get you.
What's up? I'm trying to figure out how I passed that stoplight. So, because I don't understand how I passed that. If it's a firefighter station, I understand.
I'm at the exit.
You guys pulled up from the alleyway that.
You're not even letting me tell you, right?
All right.
You just went right through, and there's a line of cars behind you, just dead stop, and you went right through.
You're talking about when the guy turned left and I went over him.
I'm not even going to cite you or anything for it.
All right, I understand that, but I'm trying to make it clear
about it.
That's cool.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not upset. Sorry.
And you guys smell like weed. You can't drink it. You can't drive it and smoke. All these things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
I can pull you guys out of the car. I can search. We can do this whole game if you want. You know what I'm saying?
And the car's rejected.
It's like. And you want to argue with me, bro? I'm giving you a fucking warning.
Nobody was trying to argue. I was trying to ask him a question. That's how we went. The car was rejected. I don't know.
Here you go. What's your name, Brian?
Yes, sir.
You go with them, Chucky, over there?
Yeah. I think they got enough entertainment for the night.
So you're gonna smoke, at least park and go walk around, enjoy the nature or something, dude. I don't know.
Go in the woods. Out of sight, out of mind.
You're all set.
Have a good night, guys.
You don't need to be a legal expert to know that cops aren't supposed to touch you without good reason, because they could get sued for battery. They're also supposed to keep a certain distance, but this cop seemed to forget all of those rules when he walked up to a group of guys in the middle of the night and started pushing one of them, telling him to back off. Pretty ironic, right? He was the one who approached them after all. These guys were just hanging out on the sidewalk, minding their own business. What did the cop want from them anyway? Well, it turned out he got annoyed because they stopped to watch while he and others were arresting someone. Maybe he was worried they'd witnessed something they weren't supposed to see. It makes you wonder about how he handles other parts of his job. When a cop gets that aggressive just because people are stopping to see what's happening, it raises questions about whether his arrests are even legal. This cop clearly lost focus on what he should have been doing. Instead of concentrating on making meaningful arrests, he was harassing a group of young guys who were just curious about what was going on.
Back up. Don't touch me. Back up.
Hey, don't touch him, man.
Officer safety, back up.
Name and badge number.
What
about citizen safety, bro? We're giving you fair distance, bro. We're giving you fair distance, man.
I don't care about the camera.
What's your name and badge number? ID yourself.
Conducting a traffic stop. We're conducting a traffic stop. Back up.
ID yourself.
Back up.
Don't touch me, bro.
Back up.
Look where we're at. Look where we're at.
Back up.
Don't touch me, bro. Don't touch me.
Back up. Thank you. Back up.
Don't touch
Back
me.
up.
Don't.
I'm in a public sidewalk.
Back up.
I'm in a public sidewalk. I'm in a public sidewalk.
Don't touch me.
Back up. Back
Stop
up.
touching me.
What's your name and badge number, brother?
Call your sergeant, bro.
What's your name and badge number,
Call
bro?
your LT.
We're in a public sidewalk. We're in a public
Across
sidewalk.
the sidewalk.
Back up.
Yo, how much further you want him to back up, bro? Stop touching him, man. Hey, what's your name and badge number, bro?
Back up.
Sir, I'm allowed to film.
Hey.
Yo, step back, man. Kick rocks. Get back to work, man.
Back up.
I'm backed up, man. We're backed up.
Do your job, sir. Do your job.
Don't touch him, bro. How much more backup you want us to go? Do not touch us. Look.
Conducting arrest. Back up. Back up.
Look how far we are. Look, bro. Kick rocks. You're dismissed. Get out of here, bro.
You're gonna get yourself in trouble.
Yeah, what's your name and badge number, man? I need you to ID yourself, man. ID yourself. ID yourself.
We're trying to conduct an arrest.
We are giving you fair distance.
Conduct an arrest.
Do your job.
Dude,
What is your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number? You want to bark orders?
Back up.
What's your name and badge number?
Back up.
I'm not moving, dog. You whatever you're gonna do.
What's your name and badge number? ID. ID. What do you mean you
about
can't?
that. Hey, I'm not
By your
moving.
policy.
Don't worry about that for now.
I'm not moving.
You need to kick rocks, bro. You need to kick rocks. We're in public. Look. Okay, go conduct your arrest, man. Go conduct your arrest.
I'm not moving.
Look.
I'm not moving.
Look.
I'm not moving.
ID yourself,
Well,
bro.
right now,
Right now, ID yourself. Hey, I need a supervisor over here, bro. Hey, go do your job like your other officers.
Relax.
Come on,
I'm
man.
conducting an arrest.
You wanna touch people. You wanna put hands on people, bro.
You guys are interfering with that.
How are you interfering? That's not interfering. That's a physical act, bro.
By filming?
By filming in a fair distance, bro.
Man, I'm not bothering.
What is your name and badge number?
ID yourself.
Don't worry about that. No, what do you mean don't worry? You want to park corners. I don't know who you are, bro. Come on, man. What's your ID yourself? Name and badge number. Be professional.
These guys asked the cop to identify himself, but he refused. What else could you expect from a cop who's already pushing young people around on a sidewalk? One of the guys reminded the cop that they had a First Amendment right to film police actions, but the cop argued they couldn't do that because he was trying to make an arrest. However, it's hard to see how simply filming could prevent the police from doing their jobs. After all, if the cops were truly concerned about interference, they could have easily cordoned off the area with some yellow tape. That way, they wouldn't have had any issues with bystanders, but instead it seemed easier for the cop to go on the offensive and accuse the guys of messing with his work. He told them he wanted them to move even further back. Ironically, all they wanted was for him to do his job properly and leave them alone.
You ready? Okay. Bro, look. You're dismissed, bro. Go look.
Hey, I don't do favors.
No, I'm not gonna do favors, bro.
No,
do favors.
Don't
Step out of his camera, bro. Step out of his camera.
You already touched me. Get out of my face, bro. Hey, get out of my face. I'm staying right here.
Yo, I need your name and badge number, bro.
You guys are interfering with us.
Where is your supervisor?
I haven't bothered you.
We have a First Amendment right to film you guys, bro. In a fair distance. There's no law. Is there a law on that? Is there a law?
Listen, we're trying to conduct an arrest.
Okay, but is that a law? Is that a lawful order? Is that a lawful order? Yo!
Why do you keep touching me?
Yo, don't touch him. I need your supervisor, man.
You're violating 14th Amendment rights. Conduct an arrest.
Okay, bro, we're fair distance, brother.
We're trying to conduct an arrest.
Okay, is it a lawful order?
Do me a favor. Back up.
Yo, look at this, guys. City of Miami, look, Coral Gables Police Department. Nah, bro, this is not a lawful order, bro.
This is a sidewalk.
Look, bro, you want to put hands on people, bro, and then he don't want to identify. What's your name and badge number, bro? Hey, we need a supervisor, man. We need a supervisor, man.
Can we talk to you, Lieutenant? Listen to me very quickly. You guys are interfering with
but on a sidewalk? That's not a law, bro.
Listen, I'm trying to conduct an arrest here.
Go conduct it. Yo, look at how many feet. Listen, man, we have the right to film all the interactions that's going on that we're giving you fair distance, and then you wanna,
yes, you do.
Then you wanna put hands on people, bro. We got you on film. Yeah, you did, bro. Yeah, you bumped into him and him, bro. Then you tried to bump into me. We didn't come here for this, man.
I just want you to back up.
Yo,
I want you to stop being an officer.
Okay, I want you to identify yourself.
I want you to back
if
up.
you identify, I'll back up.
We're trying to
identify,
do our
bro.
job. That's it.
Do your job.
We're trying to do our
do your job. Kick rocks. You're dismissed. Do your job like you look over there. You got your ego's blowing up, bro.
You do, bro. Not at all. Homie, go do your job.
Go do your job, bro. I want you supervisor, bro.
However, this cop then claimed in front of the camera that he was afraid of these guys, which made them start laughing. They told him it was ridiculous to be scared of 4 young guys just hanging out. One of them even joked that if he was scared, maybe he should work at McDonald's instead. But there's nothing worse than a cop with a bruised ego. Instead of focusing on the suspect he was supposed to be arresting, this cop now shifted his attention to identifying these guys, treating them as if they were the biggest criminals there. Despite any lack of a real threat, the cop detained the guys. Now his supervisor was involved, talking to them and claiming he needed to investigate how they had interfered with the police investigation. Can you believe that?
I got 4 people here.
I want you, okay,
and I'm trying to do an arrest.
Go ahead.
Whoa, you got 4. Right. Whoa, so what are you trying to say? You're scared of 4 citizens? Get another job. Go work at a call center. Go work at IHOP. Go work at McDonald's. Go work somewhere else, bro. What's bothering you, dude?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Hey, standing here on the sidewalk, do you know the First Amendment? This is freedom of press.
You don't want to identify either?
Let's do this. Damn, dude. Let me have your first and last name.
Hell no, you're crazy. Did I commit a crime?
Your first, last name, and date of birth.
Did I commit a crime?
We're conducting an investigation. I need your first, last name, and date of birth.
Listen, do you know statute code 901-151?
Do you refuse?
Do you?
Sir.
I'm not refusing. I'm not refusing. I haven't committed a crime, bro.
Aguilar.
I want your supervisor.
Aguilar.
No, I need a supervisor. We're on a sidewalk. We're on a sidewalk. We're on a sidewalk.
Here's how it goes.
Who's the supervisor? I don't want to speak to you.
No,
I don't answer questions. You supervisor? You supervisor?
Listen.
Don't touch me.
Come here.
I'm not coming nowhere.
We're conducting an investigation.
Go conduct it.
I need your name and date of birth. I need your name and date of birth.
Dude, I'm not giving you nothing. I don't have to. Did I commit a crime?
We're conducting
Did I commit a crime?
Hey, 39.
Did I commit a crime?
You're not.
Pull this gentleman out. We're gonna go ahead and release you both. And what I need you,
go ahead.
I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna have him. I'm gonna speak to him for 2 seconds. Okay. And as soon as I'm done speaking to him, I'm gonna have you. What side of the road is your vehicle on?
I'm not gonna answer that question.
No, so you can leave, so I can safely direct you to go to either left or right.
I can direct myself. I just want your name and badge number.
It's Lieutenant Louis Lance, 8460.
Appreciate it for being professional, brother. I just want to. Am I free to go? Am I free to go?
I didn't do nothing. I know you did.
Am I free to go? Lieutenant, am I free to go?
Yes, you are.
Have a nice night.
Thank you. You too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
The cop approached a guy who was just sitting in his parked car on the side of the road. When he got to the car, he immediately asked for the guy's driver's license and insurance. Naturally, the guy wanted to know why he was being approached, but the cop claimed he received a call from a woman in the neighborhood accusing the guy of filming and taking pictures with his phone while she was in her yard.
Hello.
Howdy.
Is your driver's license proof insurance, please?
Is there any reason for it?
Yes.
What's the reason?
One of the neighbors in the
This neighbor right here.
neighborhood called in saying that you were taking photographs of her while she was out in her yard.
Taking photographs of her?
Yeah.
How would she know that? How would you know I was taking photographs of
May I
you?
see your driver's license proof insurance, please?
Well, is it a crime to take photographs in a public area? It's not. It's not, actually.
Okay. It can be considered
Let's hear
intrusive
this.
and disorderly conduct.
So is it
to
intrusive
do that.
and disorderly conduct? Is it or isn't it? Do you suspect me of having committed a crime? Am I in the commission of a crime? Yes or no? That's simple.
That's what I'm trying to determine.
Well, no, I'm not. So you've determined
I
it
don't
now.
have to take that for your word for that.
So are you telling me I am unable, as a free citizen of the United States of America, to sit in a public area, public space, with my phone on my mount, which is where I prefer it to be? Doesn't mean it's taking pictures. That's just where phones go, on the mounts. You're not supposed to hold your phone in Minnesota?
That actually doesn't get
Well,
you
I'm just
until
getting ahead of
August
time.
1st.
It's
I appreciate
safer,
the
isn't it?
safety.
Hey, I have a question. What street is this? Is this Oak Street? Hey, is 6186 Oak Street 4 houses down? I'm not asking you.
It very easily could be.
It
yes.
is, actually. I'll just confirm for everybody. It is, actually.
Okay. So, if you were going to 6186 Oak Street, why
At
not sit?
11 a.m. And no, I'm not going to sit right in front of their house. Because
So
this
sit
is
in front
public
of-
space. So I can sit anywhere along this street I please. Any day of the week I please. Any time of day I please. And then you went and called the police on me after I said, no, I'm not lost. Thank you for your help. Thank you for your help. I know it's terrifying that there's a colored person in your neighborhood. All right. Well, then why don't you go back into your home?
Okay.
Racist. Okay, racist.
All right. You might as well just go back in because
Yes,
we're
because
not-
there's no crime being committed. Have a nice day. Racist. Can I help you?
Sure.
What can I help you with?
What's your-
Actually, am
May
I being
see your work
detained?
order?
Am I being detained? No, you may not. That's private information. I'm not going to share with a random person. Am I being
I'm not a
detained?
random person.
Am I being detained? You are a random person. You
I
haven't
am
even
not.
identified yourself as a police officer.
The guy questioned the cop further, asking if the woman had any proof he was actually filming or taking photo. I mean, aren't people allowed to hold their phones anymore? However, the cop just stood there next to the guy's car, silent, until he was asked another question. The guy firmly told the cop that he wouldn't share his personal information with just anyone, to which the cop insisted he wasn't just anyone. But really, to the guy, the cop essentially was a stranger.
Appalling. That's appalling. Am I being detained now for the 15th time on camera? Yes or no?
Yes.
I'm being detained. What am I
Yes.
being detained for?
Investigation into a suspicious activity.
What's the suspicious activity? Sitting in a public space with my phone on my mount?
I don't
It's
know.
all on camera. Do you understand that? I'm going to go to your department and send them the video.
Okay. What have I done wrong?
You're illegally detaining me. You clown. Are you kidding me? What a joke. Do you see my partner down here as well filming? You clown. You are a joke. Go get a real job. Go get a real job. You rude human. Get away from me.
What have I done that's rude?
You're illegally detaining me. You just stated it on camera.
Yes, I am
Oh
detaining
my
you
Lord,
during the
you're
investigation
hilarious.
of a suspicious activity that was reported
All right.
to my
Well, is
office.
there a crime being committed? Has there been a
I
crime
don't know.
committed?
I have not been able to
What are you
determine
going to do to
that
lead
because
up
you're
with?
not
What are you going to
cooperating.
do to lead up with your investigation? What are you going to do?
That's why I'm trying to discuss this with you and determine what it is that you're doing in the area.
None of anybody's business, because this is public property that I pay taxes for.
Okay, so what you're saying is you're a resident of the city of North
I'm not
Branch?
saying anything to you. I don't need to answer your questions. I've committed no crimes. I am not in the commission
Then
of a
I don't
crime,
know
and
that you pay for
I don't
any of
believe
this road.
any. Okay. All right.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
Well, you're wasting your time.
The only person that's been rude has been you.
Great. I'm being harassed by 2 random people for sitting in a public place in my own state.
Okay. So, I'm not a random person.
You are to me.
Okay. And you're
You're
random
not a
person
cop
to me.
until I've committed a crime. Otherwise, you have no business talking to me, questioning
And I
me,
have no-
illegally detaining me on camera. Bet you regret that.
No, actually I don't.
Okay.
That's why I have not told you to shut off your camera, because I have done nothing
You cannot
wrong.
tell me to shut off my camera.
Exactly.
Why would you even bring up the fact that you haven't told me? Because you can't in the
Because
first
you
place.
brought it up
Whether
in the
I'm
first
committing
place,
a crime or
moron.
not, you cannot tell me to turn off my camera.
Exactly, I can't.
Is your camera on?
Yes.
Is it?
Unfortunately, I don't have my mic on me, but my camera is on.
What a joke. Good Lord.
Because I never expected any
Okay, well, I
kind of
have
issue.
a 11 o'clock appointment, so you have 8 minutes to do this, and then I'm going to my...
Feeling frustrated, the guy bluntly called the cop a clown and suggested that maybe this job wasn't right for him. The cop seemed puzzled by this comment. Well, perhaps it was because the guy felt like he was being detained without any legitimate reason. It turned out the guy was simply early for a doctor's appointment and decided to sit in his car for a bit to relax before going in. Here he was, trying to enjoy a quiet moment, and this cop was wasting his time. Of course, when none of his initial reasons seemed to work, the cop switched tactics and claimed he could smell drugs coming from the guy's car. Great, the guy thought. Let him bring a drug-sniffing dog and see how that turns out. Maybe then the cop would realize he's barking up the wrong tree.
Appointment, because I am not detained unless you have a legitimate, lawful reason to detain me.
And I tried explaining that to you.
Okay,
that
well,
my
where's the
legitimate
investigation
bottom-
at? Where's the investigation
I'm
at?
still trying to determine if what you're claiming is correct or what she's claiming
Doesn't
is
really
correct.
matter. I can
Yeah, it
take
does.
pictures of anybody's house from the public spot. You can't trespass my eyes, and you cannot stop me from taking any pictures of anything from a public spot.
That's correct.
So why are we here talking?
Because the reason this has gone on so long is because you won't cooperate.
I don't need
And-
to cooperate.
Okay.
I don't need to. I would need to if I'd committed a crime, correct?
Well, if I knew that you
Or
had
if
committed
I
a
am,
crime, you would already
am I
be
being
pulled out.
suspected of committing a crime? Am I being, that's a yes or no. Am I being suspected of committing a crime? Do you suspect me of committing a crime?
At this time, no.
Okay, then have a
Except-
nice day. Kick rocks. You're dismissed.
Other than I'm smelling an odor coming from your car.
Oh, here we go. Go get
That-
your puppy then, clown. You can be embarrassed for another 30 minutes on camera. This is going on YouTube. This is going on Facebook. What's your name and badge number?
Officer David Jansen, badge 518.
Thank you 40 minutes later. Thank you for identifying yourself, Officer
Hasn't been 40
Jansen.
minutes.
13 minutes, exactly. Thank
Okay.
you for identifying
Quite
yourself.
the difference between 13
All right.
and 40.
Thanks for the correction. Thank you for
So I'm
identifying
willing
yourself
to identify
13 minutes
myself.
later.
Why
I
are
don't
you
need
not?
to. I'm a private citizen.
So am
You
I.
are required to, actually. Don't get that twisted, buddy. You're a police officer.
Well, you said I was a random person.
I can say whatever I want. I'm
Okay.
a private citizen.
All right.
Are you going to go get your puppy, or are we going to waste more tax dollars
No,
on
I'm not.
camera?
I am not getting my puppy.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Okay?
So why are you still here, then?
Because...
What are you looking at
I'm
in my
trying to answer all
car?
your
Look at
questions.
this crazy random person looking in my car.
I've already identified myself. You already said I'm a police officer. I'm no longer a random person.
I'm
dude.
talking to the camera. Thank
So
you.
now, well, you've said it on camera that I'm not a not a random person. You
Look at how
identified me
upset
as a
you're
police
getting.
officer.
Look at how upset you're getting. Be professional.
I am being professional.
All right.
It's that you are
I don't need to be professional, buddy. It's not my job to be a police officer. I'm a private citizen.
So, CRI. Thank you very much.